zoom out.
Internet addiction is a not yet official mental health disorder where sufferers find themselves addicted to the internet. But how ridiculous can this statement really be? People use the internet every single day, whether it be for shopping, doing classes, applying for a job, talking to their friends, or even making friends. The internet is breaking down the mind state of our society. Leo Marini states, technology in the form of the internet is especially villainous, having been accused of everything from making us dumber to aiding in dictatorships. Today I'll talk about internet addiction, the solution, and getting back to a simpler time. With that being said, let's get things started and talk about internet addiction. It is said that the internet can be as addictive as heroin. Although internet addiction is not a real mental health disorder, it is important to know the symptoms of internet addiction. These symptoms include being preoccupied with the internet, use of the internet in large amounts of time to achieve satisfaction, unsuccessful effects to cut back on internet usage, a change in mood or feeling depressed when you're not on the internet, and using the internet to escape from other problems and jeopardizing real life relationships, your career, your education, opportunities because of excessive use of the internet. Research by Ali Soccer shows that internet can provide hours of entertainment for people, but it can be really damaging to your health. In 2001, a study shows that a cancer can be formed called melanoma, which is more likely to happen to people who are addicted to the internet. It's 3 times as likely for it to happen to them rather than people who don't use the internet all that much. Listening to sound clips for excessive amounts of periods and using headphones can cause deterioration to the eardrums. So it's important to know the symptoms of internet addiction and knowing that it can be damaging to your health. You've heard the problem with the internet. However, with every problem, there's a solution. Gary Fisher and Nancy Roget state that even though internet addiction is considerably a relatively new disorder, many healthcare professionals are treating patients with the same approaches as they do with people with chemical dependencies. These treatments include a 12-step program and behavioral addiction treatments. The ultimate goal is to get people to cut down their usage on the internet, not completely steer them away from the internet. Some formal treatment programs for internet addiction has been developed. For example, the Illinois Institute for Addiction Recovery has an inpatient program designed for internet addicts. Doctors say that they have seen the same withdrawal symptoms in internet addicts that they've seen in people with drug dependencies. So the Sierra Tucson Drug Treatment Center in Arizona has a way to combat the internet addiction where the internet addicts are encouraged to go to Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. There's always help available, whether it be a 12-step program or going to Alcoholics Anonymous to help you get over the addiction of the internet. There's always a way to fight internet addiction. After realizing the solution, we should try to get back to a simpler time. Ashley Wagner wrote an article about how kids today don't know the struggle before the internet. I'm not saying that we should completely cut the internet out of our lives, but it's important to get back to that simpler time rather than trolling people on Facebook or posting incriminating photos. I agree with some of the things that Ashley Wagner put in her article, and I'll take this time to share them with you. You actually knew your friends in real life versus virtual friends that you've never met. Talking to multiple friends meant that you were all in the same room together, and no one ever heard of the terms identity theft or phishing. The internet can be a great tool if used properly. However, we should get back to a simpler time where friends hung out in a room and enjoyed each other's company instead of trolling each other on Facebook and posting incriminating photos. Now, let's bring this thing home. Today, I talked about internet addiction, the solution, and getting back to a simpler time. Internet use disorder is a not yet official mental health disorder where sufferers find themselves addicted to the internet. But how ridiculous can this really be? The internet is breaking down the mind states of our society. I'd like to thank all my sources, Ali Soccer, Gary Fisher, Nancy Rodgett, Ashley Wagner, Morris M., and Leo Moroni. The internet is slowly breaking down our society. If we don't realize this now, it could be too late for our future generations. Thank you for listening.